A tale about connecting to infinite love. A young woman named Lila once lived in a peaceful village next to a shimmering river and nestled between rolling hills. Her pleasant personality and sparkling smile were well known throughout the village. However, Lila had a unique quality that made her stand out from the others. It seemed as though she had an endless supply of love radiating from her. Lila was a young woman of extraordinary grace and kindness. Her presence was marked by a gentle demeanor and a warm smile that could brighten even the gloomiest of days. She had an innate ability to connect with people on a deep level, making them feel heard and valued. Her eyes held a serene depth, like pools of wisdom, and her voice was as soothing as a babbling brook. Lila's journey toward understanding the infinite source of love had been a lifelong pursuit. She was inspired by the teachings of her grandmother, who had imparted to her the importance of love, compassion, and unity. From an early age, Lila had been attuned to the subtle vibrations of the world around her. She believed that love was the force that connected all living beings, and it was this belief that fueled her quest. Her perspective on love was rooted in the idea that love was not just a fleeting emotion or romantic attachment. It was a boundless energy that flowed through the universe, connecting everything in existence. Lila saw love as the essence of life itself, the force that gave meaning to every moment. She often spoke of love as the invisible thread that wove the tapestry of existence, linking all beings in a grand, interconnected web. Lila's understanding of love was not just theoretical, it was deeply practical. She lived her life as an embodiment of love's power. She treated everyone she encountered with respect and kindness, regardless of their background or circumstances. She believed that love was the great equalizer, transcending boundaries and healing wounds. Her daily life was a testament to her beliefs. She practiced mindfulness and meditation to stay connected to the infinite source of love. Lila also devoted time to volunteering in her community, helping those in need, and spreading love through acts of kindness. She often said, "In giving, we receive," and this was a principle she lived by. Despite her wisdom and radiant presence, Lila remained humble. She did not consider herself a guru or a saint but a fellow traveler on the path of love, eager to share her insights with anyone willing to listen. She approached life with childlike wonder, finding joy in the simplest of things, the rustling leaves, the laughter of children, and the embrace of a loved one. Lila's perspective on love was not just a philosophy, it was a way of life. She believed that by connecting to the infinite source of love, people could transform themselves and the world around them. Her mission was to show others that love was not a finite resource, but an ever-flowing river, waiting for each person to dip their cup into its waters. In an attempt to discover the mystery of Lila's infinite love, people would frequently go looking for her because of her appealing aura. Lila, who was always eager to share her knowledge, set off on a journey to teach her fellow villagers how to connect with the unlimited wellspring of love. Lila realized that she had to learn about this source herself before she could assist others in finding it. Her journey took her deep into the Enchanted Forest, where mystical creatures lived freely and old trees whispered their tales to the breeze. The Enchanted Forest was a mesmerizing sight with its ancient, towering trees, their bark covered in moss and lichen, creating a tapestry of vibrant greens. Shafts of dappled sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, casting intricate, ever-moving patterns on the forest floor. Mysterious, luminous fireflies danced in the air at dusk, their tiny lanterns flickering like distant stars, while butterflies of every color flitted among the wildflowers that carpeted the ground. The forest was alive with the soothing symphony of nature. Birds of various species sang melodies from high in the trees, creating a harmonious chorus that echoed through the woods. The gentle rush of the nearby river provided a constant backdrop of serene flowing water. It was as if the river whispered its secrets to the trees, rocks, and creatures it encountered. The air in the Enchanted Forest was rich with the earthy scent of damp soil and decaying leaves, a reminder of the perpetual cycle of life and renewal. Wildflowers graced the forest floor, filling the air with a sweet and delicate fragrance, drawing in bees and butterflies that busily danced among the blooms. In this forest, she discovered a wise old oak called the Eternal Oak. The eternal oak stood as the forest's regal centerpiece, its gnarled and weathered bark revealing centuries of wisdom. Its leaves rustled in a melodious whisper as the wind moved through them, creating a comforting, hushed symphony. The sound was like a lullaby, an ancient song of solace. Its massive branches reached out in all directions as if embracing the world. Near the eternal oak, there was a distinct and invigorating aroma of aged wood and moss, reminding Lila of a library of ancient knowledge. The eternal oak derived its food from the planet's core through roots that penetrated deeply into the ground. Heavenly oak, Lila asked, approaching the tree with respect and humility, where do you obtain the strength to remain tall and provide shelter and nutrition to those who seek it? With a voice as deep as the roots that held it in place, the eternal oak answered, Dear one, my roots connect me to the limitless source of love. Just like I draw nourishment from the earth, you can draw love from the boundless source that surrounds you. Similar to the universe's energy, love is ever present and only waiting to be harnessed. Lila realized that her journey toward understanding the infinite source of love was incomplete without acknowledging the importance of self-love. Lila had always been a giver, sharing her love and compassion with those around her. However, she had neglected to show the same kindness to herself. In her quiet moments of reflection beneath the eternal oak, she understood that to connect with the infinite source of love truly, she needed to start within. The eternal oak, with its wise presence, guided her in this new aspect of her journey. She began to practice self-care, allowing herself moments of stillness and self-compassion. Lila's understanding of self-love was not rooted in vanity or self-indulgence, but in acknowledging her worthiness and recognizing that she also deserved the love she so readily gave to others. This newfound self-love transformed her ability to connect with the infinite source of love. Lila realized that by loving and caring for herself, she had an even greater capacity to love and care for others. It was as if she had become a vessel, overflowing with love, radiating it in all directions. Lila returned to her village, eager to share her newfound knowledge. She gathered the villagers and told them about the eternal oak. Lila shared her insights with her fellow villagers, emphasizing that loving oneself was not an act of selfishness but a prerequisite for loving others deeply and authentically. She explained that self-love was the root from which all other forms of love grew, and it was the key to unlocking the boundless source of love that surrounded them. The village embraced this wisdom, and it transformed not only the way they interacted with one another but also how they cared for themselves. They understood that self-love was an essential element of the journey toward the infinite source of love, a journey that began from within and rippled out to embrace the world. Through Lila's guidance and the lessons of the eternal oak, the villagers came to realize that by nurturing self-love, they could create a deep and lasting connection to the boundless source of love. This new understanding enriched their lives, making their love for others and the world around them even more profound and meaningful. It was a reminder that to love others deeply, one must first love oneself, as self-love is the foundation upon which all love is built. She emphasized that the villagers too could connect to the infinite source of love surrounding us all, just like the tree. Lila explained how to connect to this source in 3 simple steps. 1. Stillness and presence. She urged people to discover stillness in their lives, whether through meditation, nature walks, or simply taking deep breaths. They could become present in such moments and tune into the love that's always present. 2. Acts of kindness. Lila highlighted the value of spreading love via acts of kindness. They might tap into the endless stream of love and allow it to flow through them by assisting others and demonstrating compassion. 3. Gratitude. Lila encouraged her other villagers to acquire a grateful attitude. They would improve their connection to the boundless source of love by being grateful for the love they have inside of them as well as the love that's all around them. Lila touched the hearts of everyone she met through her kindness, her teachings, and her unwavering belief in the power of love. She was a living example of the boundless capacity for love that resided within each of us, inspiring others to embark on their journey to connect with the infinite source of love. The people began to practice these procedures over time, and they also discovered that their hearts were overflowing with love. The village transformed into a haven of warmth and compassion, and the air seemed to be imbued with love and goodwill. Lila's simple yet deep teachings changed the lives of the people in the village. They had discovered how to connect to the limitless stream of love that had always existed inside and around them. As they shared their love, the entire community prospered, revealing that love was the most potent enchantment of all, capable of transforming the ordinary into the remarkable. Thank you for watching.